My name is Reyna, and I'm an attorney practicing personal injury here with Marco Bass in the heart of the West Side. And we take great pride in that. And I've been practicing since 2015. I graduated from Texas Tech Law at that time and actually started my career in San Antonio that year. And I was doing immigration law and criminal law for a few years. Took me to Austin, took me to Houston, and then I ended up finding my way into personal injury in about 2019, and eventually made my way back to San Antonio about two years ago.
Yeah, very good. Well, yeah, this office that we're in, it's right near the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center, which is a really special office. Thank you guys for welcoming us in here. I would assume that you probably serve a lot of the community around here, and just like a lot of the SATLA members, we take pride in trying to serve underserved communities. Wanted to ask you, when did you join SATLA, and why did you join SATLA?
So I just joined, I think maybe 3 months ago.
Okay.
I actually think I had an application to join a few years back, and then just never moved on it. But then here with Marco, he's a big advocate for it. He told me right away as soon as I started here, he's like, "We need you to get into SATLA because you're going to be able to network and you're going to be able to get ideas from attorneys that are doing the same work we're doing."
Right.
And if in my time in immigration, I learned that the practitioners in the area that are doing the same work you're doing, that's your biggest resource. And when I was doing that type of work, yeah, every single day I had questions of the law and situations, and my little support group of other lawyers was always there. So I was very excited to join SATLA, and I actually went to a COE conference last month.
Okay.
And I took a bunch of notes and I learned a lot of things, and I'd already implemented into my practice.
Okay, great. Well, that's awesome. It sounds like you're really, getting involved in the association, which is really, you're going to get the most value of being a SATLA member by participating, right? If you don't participate that much, you may find, hey, it's not that much value to me. So commend you for getting involved and getting involved early. You have indicated that you did a lot of immigration work. You indicated to me off screen, you are fluent in English and Spanish. Why the change? Why the change after, I think, 4 or 5 years maybe of immigration, and now that you've been doing PI work the last 5 years? Why did you decide to make that change?
I think I don't want to use the term of like a burnout of like losses, in the sense that immigration is very unique in that a victory can come in the form of, hey, I got a continuance granted. It's very black and white, that type of law, and judges, their hands would be tied. And, they might say, "Hey, Mr. Reyna, you gave a fine presentation. You did some great advocacy for your client. I really respect, all the good qualities that you put forward. But the law is black and white. And I'm sorry, hey, I really loved everything here today, but, boom, denied, needs to be deported." And so that was very tough. So I think, I did a lot. Again, personal injury to me has just been perfect fit. That I'm able to advocate freely.
Right.
And I also like that you have to earn your fee.
Right. Yeah,
Like
definitely.
yeah, if you go out and undersettle a case, all right, your fee is lower. If you go out and hit a home run, your fee is higher. Yeah. So all that really, really enjoy it.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I think the contingency fee arrangement, it's a win-win for the clients. Like you said, it does incentivize the lawyers to work faster, to work harder, to get a higher result. And at the same time, it allows clients to get services right when they may not have been able to pay out of the pocket, for hourly rates. So that's awesome. You've already mentioned you've met a lot of SATLA people, and so I just wanted to ask, are there any examples, where a collaboration that you had with a SATLA member, or even just another injury attorney in town, helped you to get a better result in your case, a higher number, or just to understand an issue better? Are there any examples like that you can share?
Yeah, just recently, me and Marco getting ready for a trial, we came to the point where we had to do a jury charge, and it was a little bit unique to us, a little outside our wheelhouse. And so we reached out to one of the members, shout out Connor Colmere, and he said, "Hey, Marco, you know what? I'll go ahead and kind of tweak this for you and spit it back and see what you think." And yeah, it was, hey, that's super awesome to know that, and this was like a day before, the jury
Right,
charges
when you needed
came.
it.
Yeah, yeah, and he was willing to put in time and put in effort, and came back a beautiful jury charge,
Right.
and we filed it, and so that to me is, to say that a member of the legal community is willing to do something like that
Right.
is super advantageous. I think, again, a lot of us in personal injury sometimes can feel like we're on an island.
Mhm.
We can feel like, okay, this is a novel idea to me, but realistically, yeah, I mean, how many lawsuits are there right now pending, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's probably so many topics that lawyers have seen around us, and they could be next door, they could be down the street, and so I think SATLA does a good job of putting us together.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And it's kind of one of the benefits of SATLA. It's like if you're a small law firm, then you have the listserv, and you have these other people. It almost extends your law firm. It
mhm.
kind of gives you more brain power than you would have had just within your own office. So, as we get ready to just kind of close it up here, I also practice PI work, as you know, and
Yeah.
sometimes there's things that I've done in my career, or things that other lawyers who I've seen do in their career that just really make you feel good about your job as a lawyer. Some people, they've just gotten amazing results, big money figures. Sometimes, you'll meet someone and you end up hiring them, you inspire them to go to law school or something like that. Sometimes you may represent a family member, and give
Mm.
them a good result. So I'm just curious, is there anything that you could, share with us that you did or you accomplished that just made you feel like, hey, I'm proud to be a lawyer, and that was good work that I did.
One story I do like to tell sometimes is
Yeah.
that had a client, husband and wife, involved a very serious accident where the defendant passed away,
Mm.
and the mother, the wife, she was, I mean, hospital bedridden for 6-8 months, and so no health insurance either. So as you can guess, I literally tell this story. She had a $1 million St. David's in Austin. She had a $1 million hospital lien, and we found out that there was only $30,000 of coverage, right? And so I don't know, right? That's a tough spot.
Definitely. Very tough.
Some people might say, "Whoa, I don't know, maybe walk away." But I was able to fight with St. David's and argue with them, and present the facts and everything. And they said, "You know what? We're just going to go ahead and." I think they accepted, like, I don't know, like $4,000.
Right. Million.
Yeah. And so the client was able to get something,
Great.
and we were able to say, hey, we technically paid for your $1 million
Bill?
hospital
Yeah.
bill. Yeah. And so I know that story carried forward, and her daughter was always involved in the case, and
Yeah.
she was always telling me like how thankful they were and all that. So,
Right.
sometimes it's not just the big ones, it's what you can do for the little ones.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that really is several awesome stories there, but I think sometimes it is, underappreciated the work that goes into the law firms as far as negotiating liens and subrogation claims and things like that. So, congratulations on that great result for your client. Ryan, with that, I just wanted to again thank you for joining SATLA. I encourage you to come, as you have been, to all the
Yeah.
CLE events, but also to reach out to me, reach out to those on the board. We're here to help you, and we wish you well in your career. And thanks again, sir.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you.